Gentlemen, if your wife came up to you and the relationship was in the right stage and said, I would like to have a physically intimate encounter with you, and you go, all right, I can see why you would want that, or that would be nice. And she says, but I'm not sure which one you want. So I've made a menu of 6 different ways we could be physically intimate. Was that facial expression about this or something else? Still newly married. 101 ways to experience physical intimacy. We are not talking about today. That is not our lesson today. But if a woman brings a menu, what does a man say when a woman offers a menu of different ways to be physically intimate? He says, yes. She goes, but which one? I don't care. I will take 1, 2, or all of them. This might surprise you, but when a man asked me, well, which topic should I do my D-part on? Which topic should I write about? If you ask a woman who knows her brain, she only has one answer to that. Yes. She will enjoy what you write almost as much as you enjoy a bedroom activity. I do not know why. I am so clueless as to why this type of intimacy is so substantive of them. But every time I've taught this lesson to the women, they get pink in the cheeks. They get flushed. Their breathing starts to change. They go, oh my gosh, if my husband brought me one of those unsolicited, like he just offered it to me, that would be like if I offered him a bedroom activity. I'm all, She goes, why won't he do that? Doesn't he know what that does to my brain when he just offers me intimate information about what's going on in his head? Even if it's an amateur level, if he just offers it, like, here's my amateur marital mission statement. You're just gonna expose it? You're just gonna put it where I can look at it when it's naked? It's just right there naked in front of me to look at? Is that what you're gonna touch it? Like you're gonna get familiar with it? Yeah, isn't this you giving me you? We talk about in our vocabulary women giving themselves to their husbands. There's this concept of husbands giving themselves to their wives, but some idiot told us that had something to do with your body. Giving yourself to your wife is giving what's in here to her, where she can actually look at it and touch it and decide what to do with it. Yes, it might be scary. Yes, she might not know to. Maybe she's like, is this a time bomb or is this something adorable? I don't know what this is. You gotta give her time to like sniff it out, to feel it out, to touch it out. And if you just give it to her once and you go, well, I shared it with you once. Can you imagine if your wife said, I shared my body with you once? Why do you want to see it again? If you want intimacy to grow in your relationship, you have to share what's going on in here and invite and participate in the interaction the way you would want a woman to participate in a bedroom. You can't just say, hey, I shared that with you when we got married. It's like I told you I loved you when we got married. I'll let you know if it changes. I gave you my mission statement when we got married. I'll let you know if it changes. There's no intimacy in that. So here's how it works, brethren. Every time you can move your thoughts from your own head onto paper, especially in a conversation with God about your development, and then you let her see it. Imagine that your wife is taking the time to go and sit with God, just her and God by themselves. And she comes to him and says, I'm trying to make improvements on my marriage, and I'd like to reflect with you on how that's going. And I want to take some notes on what I got right, what I got wrong, and ways I could improve and what Satan might have been doing. And she takes some notes on that. And then she says, can you lead me to some books, to some videos, to something I could read to discover and learn? Your wife is actually trying to learn how to connect with you better on all levels. And she takes notes on that. And then she actually writes a plan for how to talk to you in a more edifying way, for how to be more uplifting and more courageous and less triggered and less reactive. And she writes a plan, and then she lets you read all of that. Can you imagine how pure gold that would be? Like how reverent and how like sacred that document would be to be exposed to that level of work inside of her head? We enjoy experiencing our wives giving themselves to us with their bodies, their minds, etc. But we're leaving them high and dry if we don't give them the same thing. So don't wonder if they want it this way, this way, this way, this way, or this way. Women want your psychological intimacy in whatever form you will give it, just like we enjoy their physical intimacy in whatever form they will give it. And I'm sad to say, guys, women get attacked on the idea that their bodies are going to be rejected, but they give us their bodies anyway. How many of us are afraid to give our thoughts and feelings to a woman because we're afraid we're going to be rejected, and we're more scared than she is? We don't give our brains and our thoughts and our feelings. Or we just say, I'm not good at it. Can you imagine if a wife says, I don't want to spend time with you in the bedroom because I'm not good at it? Guys, don't just not be good at it. Get good at it. Practice it. President Nelson gave us this perfect, easy to follow instruction manual on how to do it. Try to do something right when you act. Reflect on it. Practice writing down your reflections on your actions. Discover and take notes when you learn new ways to do something, and actually write down a plan to do it better next time. And then try to do it better next time. But if you don't, or if you do, reflect on it again. I've never seen anything repair marriages faster than a man who will do this process and lead the process in his family as a presider and let her see it. Because every woman that I've ever met starts to want to join it. I want to be a part of this man's journey. I want to be a part of where he's going. He's one of the few men on this planet that's actually going somewhere. But if you're just sitting there waiting for her, I'm waiting for her to say she's ready, I'm waiting for her to do this, I'm waiting for her to do that, I'm waiting for her to tell me what to do next. This entire Lazarus Lecture system is designed that you can do all of it without her participating, and you will still lead your marriage into a healthy marriage.